Leslie Fram, Sleaze me.
Wow, we just jumped right into it, which I love. I saw this really funny story, and I thought people have to have embarrassing stories about their kids. This one is with Sam Neill, who I love, the actor Sam Neill. He was, when he was doing Jurassic Park in London in 1993, he had the honor of sitting next to Princess Diana. Can you even imagine that?
No.
Unfortunately, his 10-year-old son, Tim, was sitting on the other side, and his son had gas. Sam says, quote, once he starts getting excited about 45 minutes in, he started to fart unreasonably. It wasn't that audible, but it was very, very smelly. He added that he was, quote, sweating like crazy because I thought the princess is going to think this is me. And it's this little boy sitting right next to me. He said, I played the good dad. I didn't rat out my son. I just sat there, and he said, well, my kid's grown now, but I'm never going to take him to another premiere ever.
I am in for his new limited series with Annette Bening, Apples Never Fall.
I saw that.
It was on our, streaming list for this month, and that starts on March 14th on Peacock. You figure Apple would have picked that one up, but that was the
why
one.
wouldn't they have? I
Well,
know. Well, a lot of this
never
stuff,
fall,
Apple.
I just thought it would be fitting. It would work, but it looks good.
I love him, and I am so glad that Annette Bening is back. She was so good in Naiad.
Yeah, it starts tomorrow.
Campbell's, as in the soup, honoring Jason Kelce. Did you see this?
No. What's he got?
They're making him the face of the brand's Legend Edition. So it's limited edition. You can kind of recognize the impact on the Philadelphia community as well as, his 13-season football career. The design transforms his iconic red and white look into this sort of Philadelphia Eagles-inspired one. Now, the green can has a large outline of his beard, his eyebrows, and his signature is inscribed too. Now, they're only making, and obviously they're using his jersey number 62, they're only making a limited edition. Only 620 fans will have the chance to get their hands on one of these. The giveaway is at CampbellsChunkyLegendEdition.com now through March 28th at midnight. And then winners will be announced Tuesday, April 2nd.
Well, they did the whole thing with Donovan McNabb for so many years, and his mother was in the commercials, I believe, was for Campbell's Soup. So maybe they're making headway to do Mama Kelce to kind of take over that bit.
Oh, that's actually, I didn't know that.
Could be.
It's actually a great idea. How many of those people, though, that are real fans will keep the soup can, or you will see them on eBay the next day?
Collectibles.
What do you think?
I don't know how.
Yeah.
What do you think when fans get that? Or do more fans keep it or sell it?
I think it's both.
Yeah,
That's why a lot of people don't like doing autographs, because they're like, is this somebody that's going to put this on eBay? Because a lot of professional eBayers out there.
Yeah, those aren't
know.
really fans, though.
I know, that's what I'm saying. At first glance, it doesn't seem like a topic suited for a kid's book, but Jessica Biel believes it's important and overdue. She's publishing her debut children's book, a kid's book about periods.
Fram, what is happening to your segment?
The book, it seeks to destigmatize the topic of menstruation for young readers. Quote, people don't talk enough about periods. She told People magazine, I've always felt strongly that we need to normalize the discussion around periods. And as a parent, writing this book felt like an organic way to engage kids in the conversation from early on. That book comes out May the 7th.
Just note that on March 13th, you opened with farts and you ended with periods. I mean, what are we, in the doctor's office?
This is an educational portion. We have a lot of parents that listen, Barnes.
All right. Thank you.
A couple of notable deaths in the music world. I hate to start out with a bummer, but rest in peace, Eric Carmen, 74 years old. If you remember, he was a big 70s power pop singer. He had that band, the Raspberries, go all the way. And then he had this hugely successful solo career. Remember that song, All by Myself?
Oh, I forgot about that. Didn't he have one in that dancing movie?
Yeah.
Well, what was the other one?
Yeah, he did Hungry Eyes.
Hungry Eyes.
Hungry Eyes. So rest in peace. No cause of death or, exact date has been given. Also, I know the Steve Show will be probably talking about this. Carl Wallinger, frontman of World Party. I loved that band, World Party.
Fram.
Part of the 99X history.
The Steve Show may go dark.
Think about it.
That's serious. That's sad.
I'm serious.
Two sad
It's very
passings.
sad.
And by the way, that dancing movie, also known as Dirty Dancing, by the way.
Did I say?
No, I'm the one who was like, that dancing movie. Yeah.
The dancing movie. Still getting caught up from the Oscars because now it's the after parties, the famous after parties. You know, Elton John's got one, Vanity Fair, some private parties as well. And it looks like Kim Kardashian, is she making it public that she's dating Odell Beckham Jr.? Yeah, they were spotted together at Jay-Z and Beyonce's after party. That's an exclusive one. Let me look here. There's some other ones. Oh, guess who flew all the way from Singapore to L.A. to make it to Madonna's after party?
Well, you gave it away with Singapore. Taylor.
Yeah, talent manager Guy Osseri threw the shindig, known as, it's just called The Party, at his home in the Hollywood Hills. So they, Travis and Taylor, flew all the way to hang out with Madonna. Also there, Lily Gladstone, Selma Hayek, Matthew McConaughey, Robert De Niro, Jennifer Lawrence.
Damn.
Do you think these actors like party hop, like they'll go to one party for an hour and then another party just to, I don't know.
Probably depends who wants press and who doesn't want press. How did Swift and Kelsey stay out of the photos? Because I didn't see them anywhere.
There have been no photos.
That's shocking.
You talk shocking. I mean, I have searched.
Yeah, maybe they're going to shut down now and quit being everywhere.
At the Elton party, Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott, they were there talking about their upcoming wedding. You know, they got engaged last August.
Well, it's slow, but it's going.
Okay. Okay. Do you have like the important things down, like the dress, the venue, the date? That's the three keys.
Nope, none of those.
No and no.
We're not like, we just have to, it all has to be right, you know.
It's so funny that these parties become a press junket.
Think about it, because now they're asking about their upcoming wedding. And then Jonathan is Scottish. He chimed in just saying, you know, I'm going to wear a kilt. I'm Scottish. I have to decide if I'm going to go traditional or if I'm going to wear something under it. I don't know. And then she was like, I hope you wear something under it. Very interesting. Billie Eilish and Phineas were on Good Morning America, and she admitted to Lara Spencer, who was one of the correspondents, that she never wants to go to the Oscars again just because she doubts herself. But her brother, Phineas, talked about the honor of being nominated together.
I'm never doing this again, but you act like...
Why do you say that?
Love. Because you quit while you're...
We feel so lucky, and, you know, what an honor. I don't know, we'll come back if they invite us back. We never thought we'd ever be able to come to the Oscars as guests. We never thought we'd be nominated once.
The funniest part about them when they accepted the one award was she thanked her music teacher and she said, I know you never liked me.
That was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was really... She has a great personality, Billie Eilish.
I think they're so humble when they win. That's what I love about them. And they're always thanking their parents, which is so cool. Jimmy Kimmel didn't slow down as host. He was on live with Kelly and Mark, and he laughed about using former President Donald Trump's review of the show as sort of a last-minute joke.
I thought that was a bit, but that was actually a real post that I guess Trump put on his, whatever that thing is, his social network.
He did, and he used it as a last-minute joke.
They were like, you got a little bit of time. I was like, I'm reading the Trump tweet. They were like, no, don't read that. Yes, I am.
This is kind of cool and a little bit of a surprise. Justin Timberlake opens Jimmy Kimmel Live with his own monologue. Here he is joking about the Oscars.
Did you guys watch the Oscars last night? Really good, right? I mean, I haven't seen that many stars since Joey Fatone elbowed me in the face. Rim shot. Thank you.
Yikes. Okay.
Doing some one-liners. Kristen Stewart was on with Colbert talking about her time working with Jodie Foster, because, you know, Jodie Foster was at the Oscars, and, of course, she was up for an award for Naiad. Here she is talking about working with her as a kid and still appreciates it to this day.
Crying, Jodie, so sweet. Her face, like I don't know what it is, man. There are certain people that you kind of, like, hold forever, dude. Like, it's not like we talk all the time, but...
What do you remember from doing Panic Room with her? Like, how old were you when you were doing Panic Room?
10. I
Wow.
think she actually threw me a birthday party when I turned 11 with like a mariachi band, and
I love those little nuggets. Barnes, I hate to, you know, kill everyone's momentum here because everyone loved Messi the dog from Anatomy of a Fall on the Oscars. I certainly did, but guess what? That scene was pre-taped. Messi wasn't there live.
Duh.
He wasn't sitting in the audience applauding. Sorry, folks.
Now, if you didn't see that movie, you just didn't understand, like me. I was like, why do they keep cutting to the dog? Tell me, what is the deal with the dog?
The dog's in the movie, and the dog gets poisoned in the movie.
Okay.
But I will tell you, that movie has this incredible ending, so please watch it. Also, I did mention this, the other lie. John Cena, not totally naked, Barnes. No.
But why did anyone ever... We talked about this with Jimmy. Of course he wasn't totally naked.
No.
On the Oscars?
He was.
Fram, you produce award shows. You know there's no chance that he could just be up there in case something went wrong?
I was watching as a fan, Barnes.
Uh-huh. Can you imagine, though, the fines that if any little thing would have poked out, it would have been not hilarious for ABC.
Now, I want to ask you, why did it take this long to do a sequel to This Is Spinal Tap? I mean, it's been forever.
What, 40 years?
It's officially begun filming in New Orleans. A bunch of celebrity cameos have been announced. Questlove, Paul McCartney, Trisha Yearwood, Garth Brooks, Elton John. What? It sees the guys getting back together reluctantly for one more contractually obligated concert after years of separation and bad blood.
Name that list again of the people, the stars.
Okay, Questlove, Paul McCartney, Elton John, Trisha Yearwood, Garth Brooks, just to name a few.
I have heard that one of those names demands huge money to make appearances and things when the other ones don't. Huge, like unrealistic money of all those people.
Who is that?
I'm not going to say, but I heard from a very reliable source that it's one of them. And he might talk with a twang.
Oh.
He might.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. Just saying. It's what I heard on the street.
I watch and am a big fan of Only Murders in the Building. I know you don't watch the show, but they do a really good job of cameos or bringing in people each season to keep it fresh. Well, this year, they're moving from their famous location in New York to L.A., which I don't know how that's going to go, but guess who's been cast?
Who?
Zach Galifianakis.
Oh, that's good.
Very cool, joining Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez. Also included Eugene Levy, Eva Longoria, Molly Shannon, Meryl Streep is back. I mean, they actually do an incredible job of bringing in new people. So season 4, Only Murders in the Building, coming soon. Muhammad Ali will be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2024. He'll be inducted during the Hall of Fame ceremony taking place April 5th at the Wells Fargo Center in Philly. He'll be inducted by his widow, Lonnie Alley. The ceremony will be live streamed, which is cool. I love now that they're doing a lot of these ceremonies and live streaming them on Peacock beginning at 10 p.m.
Man, the whole television landscape is just changing so much. You got boxing coming to Netflix.
Yeah.
You have all these live events starting to happen. Now you have the streamers dropping off and folding into other streamers. It's a weird, and the other ones are threatening you not to share your password. I mean, there's just so many things in that space. I wonder where we will settle.
That's your Celebrity Sleaze.